Hi, I'm here to introduce you the information about J-WAC work and travel programs on our website, which is www.travelbikeLimited.ie. And the J1 programs are focused on work and travel in the US. And this video is dedicated to the one with a full placement. It means that the job placement is pre-arranged for you before you go to US. So on this page you can see the main information. For example, here there's price and other important things, and I should probably say that the price is really the lowest in the island, because the only things that aren't included in the price is visa fee and your flights, but otherwise everything is included. But now you can go down, and here are 4 important statements for you. So if you start with make changes, this information that should give you an idea what are the advantages and challenges of taking part in this program, so you can go through it. And there's also a video showing how is the culture of US, so that you looked forward to being there. And you can see that there are some advantages listed here, this program. Then when you go to the truth, there are the basic facts that you really need to know if you want to take part in this programs, as the price, duration of the stay, some requirements, for example your age, and nationality, etc. Then what is included into the price, the importance forms and insurance and other things. Then you can see the basic offer of the placement. Yeah, these positions in fast food, or you can be waiter, housekeeper, some maintenance, cashier, these kind of things. And then there is information about your passport that should be valid at least for 6 months after your return from US. And then there is something about payment. Now we can go to our commitment, which is basically what we promise you to provide you with, and except from the things that I have already said, they are included in the price, which means some administrative things that you really need to have while going there. It is also permanent backup and monitoring of your stay, and supervision and help with whatever you might have problem with. And then there is your commitment, which is on the other side, what you promise us to do, or you need to really confirm some basic things that you need to keep, the rules that you need to keep while in being on the travel and work and stay in the US. So there are some regulations here listed, so you can go through them. And then there is a very simple scheme of how to apply for this program, but basically what I'm going to do now is to introduce you the applying procedure closer in some steps. Well, I need to say that when you want to apply, the first step is click here and filling the online application, which is accessible here of this link. And this video here, video tutorial, should help you with filling it. You can see all the procedure of filling in the online application. Then there is a very simple scheme of what to do, and then payment commitment, where it said that First, you can pay just the deposit, but if you pay full price, then the procedure may be a little faster because we need the money to handle all the documentation and to get some permissions, etc. So now I'm going to show you the step-by-step like guidelines for you to know what you should do before you go. So the applying process step by step for full job placement, as you can see here. So first step, as I told you, is filling the online application, which is accessible on the website that I showed you. And in the online application, you should also upload your CV, passport, and a photo. As I already said, the passport must be valid after 6 months after your return. And when you complete the application, please send us informational email that you have submit the application on info@travelbuglimited.ie. We will then go through the application and review some unclear or missing information and maybe ask in another email for it. But when the application is good and we are sure that the details are okay, we will print out the like agreement with terms and conditions, and we will ask you to sign it. Then you can send it back to us either by email or by post, and you should make sure that you have one copy of this document, okay? Then we will proceed to documents and forms that are need to be handed to. Firstly, it's the proof that you're a student, so you need to submit the student status verification form with official university stamp and signature. And this form must be accompanied by a letter from your university, which would confirm that you are enrolled in student courses. This is basically important thing to prove that you are going to go back to your country and continue studying there, okay? Well, then what you need to prove also is that you have sufficient funds to support yourself for the first month of your stay. The amount is set to $900 approximately. So we will ask you for such proof. Like the best would be if you gave us official bank statement with such an amount, or higher, of course. Or there can be some ways how to do it in a different way. For example, your parents will state that they have some funds for you. Yeah, and now when it comes to searching the employment for you, you have to write and submit introduction or cover letter in which you would introduce yourself to the potential employer, describe your characteristics, background, and motivation to work. Then we will ask you about some employer preferences, and you should also complete interview form. And all this information will be sent to cooperating employers, and they will have time to assess your application, and we will hope that some of them will find your application interesting and will be interested in you to hire you. But this assessment can take up to 8 weeks, so it's quite long procedure. Well, what you should definitely do, the sooner the better, is paying for the program, because, as I said, we can allow you to split the payment into two parts, the deposit and then the rest. But the process can be really sped up by paying it at once, so we can use the money for getting the permissions and the documents, etc. We are obliged to provide you with an interview and orientation. The interview aims is to evaluate your level of English if you are not a native English speaker, and if you are, it's to orientate you in conditions, regulations, and other important aspects of getting J1 visa and traveling to US and working and living there during summer. We usually do these orientations using presentations via Skype. They should be done in person, but as we know that students don't have that much free time to come to our office, we negotiated with our sponsor that we really can conduct the orientation via Skype. So we will be asked for your Skype details and we will set the date. We will do the orientation, okay, and make sure that you understand all the regulations and necessary things that you need to know. And once we have done the Skype interview, next step is that we need to have the proof that we orientated you. So you need to sign confirmation of interview slash orientation form, and again send it to us, and again make a copy. And now we come to employment verification form. Well, by this time we will have sent you a job offer from a host company, the one which has selected you as a good applicant that was interested in your profile. And the job offer will contain information about the employer, the position, responsibilities, etc. And you don't need to worry about the host company because they are usually fully vetted, and we know that we can rely on them, so you can rely on the info about these employers. And if you like the placement, then you will sign the employment verification form, and which is a form that needs to be signed by the employer, you and our agency, and then it is like confirmed that you can really work there. But unfortunately, our agency really can't guarantee the placement in some jobs, or to really, we cannot really guarantee that we will find you employment because the employer will make the final hiring decision. Next step is that we will send you a lot of support documents and information material. We call it like package of necessary information documents. These are here. It's, for instance, student's handbook and pre-departure orientation guide, insurance brochure because insurance is included in the price, U.S. Department of State fact sheet, and other things, CV's fee for information. One of them will be DS 2019 form, which is very important, and we need you to check it, check the dates and every information there, and if it's correct then you signed it and put also the date there. If you have signed the DS form, you can start application for visa. You do so at this link here. It's a link from US Embassy, and there's first then you read a very thorough information instruction about how to fill the application for non-immigrant visa, and then you can access the application there. It's quite long, so take your time, fill it carefully and print it out. Okay, you will get the visa fee payment details when finished, and then you pay the fees and keep the receipt or other record of your payment. Okay, when you have printed application, and some record of your payment. Then you can book appointment at the US Embassy in Dublin. That's point 9 or 10. When applications is filled, you can call the US Embassy in Dublin to arrange an appointment. So you can call this telephone number, which is there. Don't be surprised of the prices, because the calls tend to be more expensive than the usual Irish calls. Okay, and you call and set up a date and time of your appointment, and when you have them, let us know when and what time is your appointment. Okay. Then you go to embassy, and we will definitely provide you with information what documentation and other things you need to have if you go to an embassy. Okay. The basic thing they want you to show them is demonstrate your intent to return to your home country once the program is over. Okay. So you can bring your or you should bring your student enrollment certificate, and if you have some other things that you are involved to, just bring whatever document you think uh, presents your intent to go back. Okay. Then the embassy will decide whether to issue or not issue the visa for you, and it may take up to 4 weeks, but usually it takes about 7 days or so. And then when you have your visa and passport back, you can book your flights. Okay, we don't recommend to book the flights before, because then if occasionally the visa is not provided, then you just lose money, because you cannot get money back from the booking of flights. And we can provide you with a good link to find cheap flights. And of course, this is not where the procedure ends. You will need to study really hard what are the rules for you as the participant of work and travel once you get to US during the month or during all your stay, after ending of your work, and even after getting back to your home country. There's really the procedure continues. You need to do some important steps. And if you don't keep them, the program can be cancelled and you can't be deported back to Ireland. So it's not that this would be a whole guideline for all the program. It's just what you should do before you go. Okay, and you should know what steps follow after you arrive. Okay, and that's basically it. I hope that I make it a little bit clearer. Of course, that we will keep in touch with you in emails and provide you with any information that you might need and any support. So don't hesitate to write us an email or call us or whatever. We will be happy to help you with everything. So that's it. I hope you'll get a great experience in US. Bye.